You have to have it. It's a must.
The next thing was having space. Our concern was having space, workspace for you. To be honest, we are minimalist at heart, and so we don't do clutter and stuff like that just because there's so many of us. It can get out of hand. So we didn't have a whole lot to bring into the RV to begin with, other than clothes. We've got about 2 weeks worth of clothes for each person, which is actually too much. We'll probably end up going through that and getting rid of some more. But so space-wise, everyone has a space to sleep, their own space. It's a bunkhouse, so it has a queen on the bottom, a twin on the top. The couch folds into a full. The dining room folds into a twin-size bed, and we have a master bedroom. And to be honest, 3 of the kids still sleep with us in our bed. So there's lots of sleeping space.
Workspace though, I mean, you get creative. Sometimes you take your laptop, you work outside. Sometimes because everything being mobile, I've got a station in the corner of the bedroom where I've got everything hooked up. Plus I have an extra screen if I need it for the computer on days that I'm busy. On days that I'm not busy, I've got it hooked up to the switch. You got to be in front of it. You got to be on the phone all the time. You have to be ready.
That's too loud, my love.
But your little spaces, you figure out that you don't actually. So I used to have a big desk and a huge thing, and I would sit there comfortably all day. But you realize you don't have to do that. You're mobile. But to be able to work that way, you've got your little areas set up. I've got a desk I can work at in the living room area. You improvise, but I actually don't lose any productivity. You don't miss out on anything really because you've got the little areas that you can work.
I mean, the kids do school outside, so during the day they're mostly outside. They either do school or they're outside playing.
And if we had to, I could close off the master bedroom. I can be working in there. She has the rest of the camper to do the homeschool. Got a kitchen in it. I mean, you got everything you need.
So, anyways, the space, the workspace, and the living space, it's not a concern anymore. It's completely out the window.
You actually fall in love with it because it's easy to clean up.
It's easy to clean. It's low maintenance. It's so nice.
It's in and out.
And we like being close. I mean, if you don't like your family, maybe don't do it. Okay, emptying the black tank. Now, I'm telling you guys, I literally was having an anxiety attack whenever we first had to empty it and back it in. Backing it in and then emptying the black tank were like way up there in my concerns.
Driving it, period.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you've never hauled anything before, never driven a trailer. I mean, I've worked in trucking a long time, but a very little to no experience pulling a trailer.
Yep.
But it actually wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. And emptying the black tank, it was essential. Like, you take the tube and you screw it on, and
it's real hard to mess it up.
It's really hard to mess it up. It's not like the scene off of RV. It really isn't. Not even close. Unless you're an idiot. Don't be an idiot in RV.
We're close, so we know.
Last one. What others would think. This one's a sensitive subject because some very close family members of ours don't agree with this. So, he's still playing Operation. So originally, we told people, hold on, baby. Hey, let's not do that. Just a minute. We told people that we were going on vacation. And you know what? We weren't completely dishonest because we didn't know for sure that we wanted it full time.
Yeah, we kept the house for a couple months before we took the leap.
But in the back of our minds, we knew that if we liked it, that's what we were going to do. Hold on, let me move him. Come here, baby. You can do this. Let's go inside with it.
But you have to be, I mean, you really get out here and you get hooked on self-reliance. You have, everything is at your fingertips. For you micromanagers out there, it's heaven. Because you literally have everything at your whole existence is, bam, right here in my hands, going where I'm going. So that self-reliance of, that feels good. Mm-hmm. But if you have other people that you are relying upon and they disagree, it can get tough. We had people that, that some said we're crazy, some said that's awesome, some said you're nuts,
some told us we were irresponsible.
Some said you can't raise kids like that. Let me tell you something. our kids thrive in this
They're
environment
thriving.
more than they did at home. Like at home, we had Xboxes all throughout the house. They never went outside. They always wanted to play video games. They're always on the computer. They spent God knows how many hours on YouTube, which is not healthy.
It's not healthy. They were zombies. They were YouTube
Though
zombies.
we hope you do watch us on YouTube. But it is not healthy to be on there all the time.
Yeah.
It influenced how they acted. It influenced how they thought about the world. It influenced us being able to teach them right from wrong. It influenced all that. Out here, gone.
They don't even whine about it.
Explore.
They don't miss
swim,
it.
hunt, fish,
Yep.
live,
Right now we're at a place that has a cold spring.
and it's awesome.
And they'll take their towel and they'll go down to the springs and swim for the afternoon. Like, it's so beautiful, and they're thriving.
And you're putting that, you're traveling around, but you're putting all those experiences at your front door.
Yeah.
Because your front door is here, so you don't have to go travel to go swim.
They're-
You just kick rocks and go swim.
They're
you know?
learning by living. Not saying that they don't do school. They do school every day, but they're learning through living life and traveling and getting to see things that a lot of kids in public schools don't get to see.
Yeah, none of them do.
Not against public schooling. Not at all. Just, homeschooling. We were called to homeschool. I went to public school. He went to public school. I was homeschooled too, and I can tell you that between the two, I preferred homeschooling.
When I was in public school, they were bad, but they weren't in the news all the time. So imagine how bad they are now, and being in the news all the time. Guns and drugs and man.
But everyone's not called to it, and so we're not going to bash anyone that does public school with their kids at all. So what others would think, it was really, really tough for a long time. My parents knew. My parents have known for 3 years that we wanted to full-time. But everybody else, our friends and other family members, we knew that some of them were going to strongly disagree. And that was okay. It's their right. It's their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But that's why we held off for a long time telling a lot of our family members, because we knew that it was going to be a big negative blow up with some of them. And I'm sure that we're not the only full-timers that had family members or friends that were extremely against full-timing. We've had people say, you can't raise kids like that. The kids aren't going to get the education they need. They're getting the same education they've always gotten because I homeschool.
It's actually even better because it's hands-on.
Maybe it was
Now
like
they
a
got
knock
hands-on
on my intelligence. Maybe that's what it was. Like they're worried that I'm not knowledgeable enough to train my children and teach them. Maybe that's what it was. Who knows? But
Which sometimes we're not, but that's what books are for.
yeah.
And the internet.
So we've gone through why we wanted to RV, full-time RV. We've gone through all of our concerns, and then we've gone through the reality of those concerns. I hope this helps some of you guys out. It's a huge leap, but it is so worth it. It is so much fun. Financially, it's crazy how much money you can save by traveling. I'm telling you what, the
expenses are less. Everything's cheaper to fix.
Yes.
It's in big cities. It's cheaper than most rents or.
Now we
mortgage
lived in
payments
downtown
or-
Orlando, so
yeah, we lived in downtown.
it was a little bit more expensive there.
It's
not like living in Texas or
we lived in the lawyers' neighborhoods.
we lived in Florida. It's more expensive here. But
it's just the freedom. Once you get out here and you experience the freedom and being free from all those home bill expenses, like when you pay your rent out here, it includes your water
and electric
and your electricity
and sometimes your sewer,
septic.
Yeah,
and
or septic.
All that's included in in your rate, and you stay on the move, but it's freeing up financially. It's you're freed up. You don't have to be stuck around people you don't agree with. You're not stuck around people with different ideologies than you. You don't like somebody. Oh, we got to get out of here, and you just boom, move to the next spot.
I think one of our biggest pluses was Florida's plagued with hurricanes.
That too.
And so if you hear, oh hey, there's a hurricane and it's going to hit the East Coast and we're on the East Coast, oh, let's just pack up and move to the West Coast.
Yep, you're out.
That's nice to just be. You hear of something coming your way and you're like, okay, well we'll just pack up and move for the week or whatever. It's so nice to have that freedom. And once the baby gets here, I'm due in just a couple of weeks. Once he's here, we're gonna long time travel. We want to visit all 48 main states.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And then finish out either going to Alaska or Hawaii before we settle down. But we're going to be traveling the United States looking for a piece of land to settle down. We don't know where. We don't know what state. We have no idea. But that's the adventure. So I hope this video helped you guys, and we'd love to have y'all follow us along on our adventures. Expect 1 to 2 videos a week. I might skip a week whenever I have the baby, but yeah.
Yep. If you have any questions or concerns, you'd like to contact us, you can contact us at my email address is buddy.mfbroker@gmail.com.
And mine is wildwiththewaldrons@gmail.com. All right, so you guys have a great day. Bye.
Everybody out there in YouTube land, y'all have a great day.
Bye.